Hi, I'm Kayla Whitworth from Therapeutic Associates. Last week, I provided some exercises for our running athletes, a warm-up that was a multi-exercise warm-up followed by some core. We're going to follow the same program today. And so I'll demonstrate a different type of warm-up that we can do. And what I recommend people doing is that after you do this warm-up, follow that up with your run. So whatever running routine that you're typically doing, whether it's a run walk routine, or you're going by time, or you're going by heart rate, whatever works for you is totally fine. Following that run, I'm going to explain some exercises for core strength that you can also do to augment your running program. Every time your core is strong, it's going to prevent other injuries and it's going to help your extremities to be strong. So we'll start with the first warm up here. It's a series of a couple exercises. The exercises are going to be similar to the ones that often people do, but with a little bit different twist to them. So for example, a lunge is a great warm up to put your hips through full range of motion, put your ankle for full range of motion, but you can also add an upper body twist to that to get your glutes or your hips firing better. And that will look like this. You do a lunge, and then as you're lunging, you want to reach behind your heel like you're setting a ball down behind your stepping leg. And then come back up. A lot of people will try to do this in separate steps. You want to try to keep them in a nice flowing motion if at all possible. You can also do a walkthrough here. That's going to get the glutes firing, get your hips warmed up, get your ankles warmed up. If you want a little extra challenge beyond that, you can do this in a single leg squat. So same concept, but you're going to do a squat. Keep in mind with your knee, you don't want your knee to fold inward. You want to keep your knee pressed out. You have to utilize your hip muscles to do so. So roll your leg out using your hip muscle, come onto one leg, and you do a little squat with a mini reach. And that looks like this. That can help just get the glutes firing, get the quads firing before you do your run. Following your run, there's some core exercises that will help. We're going to do a plank series today. So I'll demonstrate a typical plank and some variations that you can do within that. The first one is a plank walk. So keep in mind with a plank, you can start with your feet and your arms at shoulder width distance. Keep in mind, you don't want your back arched. You don't want your back dipping. You want to stay nice and level and nice tight core. And then you sidestep. You can add a band if you have one of those at home around your ankles or around your wrists to give you a little resistance as you walk side to side. The next plank exercise we're going to do is a mountain climber. A lot of people have done mountain climbers before, but what I really want you focusing on is form when we do this. So a lot of people do this really quickly. Try to do nice and controlled mountain climbers, not let your hips come up, not let your pelvis rock. You want to stay nice and level and controlled. Control is very important because we can go through a lot of these motions, but if you're not utilizing the right muscles and controlling your core, you're not getting the most benefit out of the exercise. The last exercise we're going to do is a opposite arm, opposite leg plank. So you can start here, hands under your shoulders, feet shoulder width apart, lift one arm, try to keep your pelvis from rotating. You don't want to rotate, you want to stay down. And then you can alternate. If you can do that okay, you can lift the leg and then alternate your leg. If you want more of a challenge, opposite sides, and then you alternate. Each one of these exercises, you can do a couple sets of 10 on either side, or you can hold for time, whichever seems to fit your program best.